What I would do if I had to start my self-development journey from scratch. One of the hardest things to do when you are diving into creating your dream life and starting your self-development journey is knowing what to do. It's one thing to want to start, but it's another to know what the heck you're supposed to do. Because there are a million self-help books, there are a million videos online, there are a million things out there. That can be so overwhelming, it can almost stop you in your tracks before you even begin. I myself have read so many self-help books, written one myself, watched countless videos, and done so much research on all of this. So I wanted to put some of the first steps that I would take if I were starting over that you can take too. Hi beautiful people, my name is Michelle and I create videos to inspire you to step into your full potential and live a life that you actually love, not that you're settling for. Today, I'm going to be giving you ideas of where you can start out if you are interested in starting your self-development journey. These are all things that I have personally implemented in my life that have changed it for the better. So let's get into it. The first thing that I would do if I were starting over and I didn't know where to begin would be to get out a piece of paper. Write down, what do you hate the most about your current situation and why? And after you answer that, ask yourself, what do you actually like about your current situation? What do you want to keep? What are you doing well? It seems simple, but answering these two questions is going to help you get clear on where you are starting from. If you don't know what exactly you hate about your life, it's going to be hard to change those things. For example, if you hate your job, that's going to be a focus point. If you feel like you don't have a lot of friends, that's going to be a focus point. If you hate your negative mindset, that's going to be a focus point. Anything in your life that you feel like you do not want to continue with, whether that's an internal circumstance or an external one. If you're doing things well that you want to keep doing, that is worth noting. Maybe you have really good friends that you want to keep pouring into. Get clear on your current reality and be brutally honest with yourself about where you're starting from. Okay, so the next part is, you know where you're starting from now. Now it's time to just accept that. You have to accept that you are starting from where you are. And I know a lot of people don't want to do this. You don't want to acknowledge that you're in a bad place or that you feel behind or you feel like you're failing. You're not, by the way, but I know how it feels to feel that way. Feel those emotions, whether it fills you with rage or sadness that your life isn't what you thought it would be. It's okay to feel those emotions as long as you're ready to accept them. Accept your current circumstances and understand that this is a powerful decision you have just made to change. When you aren't honest with yourself about where you're starting from or how you really feel, it's gonna make it really hard to change. You're not really gonna go all in on yourself. Get mad if you need to. If life has been really shitty to you, get pissed about that. Don't fight what is and don't fight what you are feeling. It's okay to feel those things. It's just about feeling it in a healthy way and moving on from it and not letting those feelings linger once you do feel them. And when you feel ready, you can let those emotions go and you can start stepping into your next level self. After I did all of that, I would get my journal back out and I would start going crazy with the dreaming. And when I mean crazy, I mean crazy. Do not allow that word realistic to start popping in your mind at this moment. Dream as big as you possibly can, as big as you can, even if it seems insane or unrealistic or crazy. Dream without limits. It's the least you can do. You deserve this. You deserve to dream without limits. Write this down. What would your job be? How much money would be in your bank account? What would your health be like? What would your dream daily routine and days be like? What thoughts would the best version of you have on a daily basis? How would you treat yourself? How would you treat other people? What outfits would you wear? Literally dream up every last detail of your dream life and do not hold back. Even if you feel like an idiot doing that and it feels so weird and uncomfortable, we're gonna work on the mindset part of that later. Right now it just feels crazy because you've been playing it small, but you're not playing it small anymore. You're playing it big now. So let it feel weird, let it feel uncomfortable. Just trust me on this. You're giving yourself what you deserve by doing this. And that is something to be proud of because most people will never allow themselves to do that. Most people will never do this because of all the fears that come up. They let those fears control them and you're not gonna be one of those people. What ifs of what if I fail? What if I get rejected? What if it doesn't work out? What if people hate it? What if people hate what I put out there? What if I feel embarrassed? What if people think I'm embarrassing? What if people think I'm cringe? It is a courageous act to allow yourself to do this. All right, so you did the dreaming. You dreamt up your dream reality. Now you can take the time to really think about, what habits would this version of yourself have? The fact is, your habits are going to be what creates your reality. We are just the sum. It sounds so simple and crazy, but we are literally just the sum of what we do every single day over and over and over again. It is how our brains are wired. We are just a sum of those little actions. It is not those huge, groundbreaking, crazy risks that everyone acts like you have to take. Most of the time, success doesn't come from that. It comes from you crafting your dream life every day, day in and day out, even when you don't want to. From you doing those little habits, those little things relentlessly, every single day, until your brain is wired to just do them automatically. And I'll give you some examples so you have something to work off of so it makes sense. Let's say you want to own a business and be a leader. The kind of person who is a leader in business is someone who can hold a lot of space for themselves and other people. Someone who is able to balance a lot at once, get a lot done without being distracted. They are dedicated and committed to the success of the business and the employees. They are dedicated and committed. And they are confident and strong in themselves, so they are able to handle business. If this is the kind of person that you want to be, all you have to do is just practice being this version of yourself. It's a skill just like anything else, just like developing the skill to become a good runner. It will take going out and practicing every single day until you see the results that you want. It just might be a little harder because you're not necessarily seeing those results outwardly like you would running. And some days might feel hard, just like a runner might go out there and feel really sore one day. And as the skill is developed, you learn how to take care of yourself accordingly. And a runner might need extra care on their body, or a day where they run less, or a day where they don't run at all. You will need to do the same thing for yourself, showing yourself extra compassion when you need it, getting up when you do not want to get up, when it's the last thing you want to do, getting up anyways, showing up for yourself and building that self-trust. Those are the things that are going to help you perfect that skill of being your dream self. But in order to perfect this as a skill, you are going to have to make sure that you are relentless about this. You are relentless about showing up again and again, consistently. You will have to make sure that you nourish your mental health and make sure you're getting enough sleep and doing things that keep you healthy as well. Some examples of habits you can start doing: waking up super early. This will train you to do hard things that you don't want to do and showing up anyways. This is a surefire way to show yourself you are to be trusted. Daily visualization, to visualize the life that you want to create. Daily walks to clear your mind and take care of your body. Instead of wasting time when you're driving, listen to an ebook or a podcast. You might go out on a walk or a run and channel your most confident self with music. Maybe it's dressing up in clothes that make you feel really good and confident. Whatever habits are going to align with your dream self and your dream life, go all in on them. Choose them and do them relentlessly until they become automatic and you start actually seeing that version of you come into real life. My last piece of advice is to not go 0 to 100. If you are starting from scratch and in the process of breaking old habits, it's likely that this is going to feel really hard and overwhelming at first. You don't need to go insane in doing a million things at once every single day, doing hour-long habits. It's okay to just start slow. Build momentum as you go, because what you really want to do is build your self-trust. This is going to go a long way for you in the long run. When you trust yourself that you're going to show up every day and do what you said you were going to do, that builds an unwavering level of confidence. Don't burn yourself out before you even begin, because that's when people start declaring to themselves, oh, I never stick with anything. I never do what I say I'm going to do. I'm not the kind of person that's able to keep habits. Everyone has said this. Everyone has felt this way. But it's because people go too crazy and they set these really high expectations when they're starting from 0. So of course you're not going to keep them. But then when you don't keep them, you're starting over with your self-trust and you don't trust yourself, and it's going to make it that much more harder to start. Pick some habits that you're excited about and that you know you can do, and just start small. Maybe it's 5 minutes of meditation every day. Maybe it's 5 pages of reading. Maybe it's 5 minutes of visualization. We all know that we have 5 minutes, no matter how tired you are, no matter how sick you are, whether you're traveling. Everyone has 5 minutes. Doing this by sticking with these small little micro habits for at least 3 months, you're gonna have a crazy level of self-trust. You can also reap the results of a 5-minute habit. Just because it's 5 minutes doesn't mean it's not benefiting you. And B, again, that confidence, that self-trust from sticking to something for that long is gonna be crazy. It's gonna start you on such a good foot. And this is going to be the foundation. So even if you don't wanna start small, Even if you don't want to take these 3 months to do that, understand that this is the foundation of the success for the rest of your life. Don't skip out on this part. I am telling you, this is an imperative part of the journey. Remember, if you use that language, I am going to do this, make sure that you do it. Don't tell yourself you're going to do something if you know that you might not, because that is going to break your self-trust. And we need that self-trust, bestie. Okay, so today we discussed where you can start if you are starting your self-development journey from scratch. I hope this made you feel excited for your journey and that this is actually doable. This is stuff that you can do. And get excited about that dream life that you wrote down, because it's achievable. Whether you feel it or not, understand that you will get to a point where you feel it, and you will get to the point where that reality is seeming real for you. I just started out this channel, you guys. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed so I can keep doing this, keep making good content for you, and keep inspiring other people to keep going and live their dream life. Just like you, I am out here committed to living my dream life, which is inspiring you to live yours. Until next time, keep going.